Greetings, everybody. Welcome to day 12 of 30 days of meditation. Made it 12 whole days. 12 is a very auspicious number, and a lot of the practices that are done in this tradition, they're done in numbers of 12. So you can think about it like 12 months of the year, 12 hours in the day. So it's kind of one rotation around the sun in a year. So we've made it 12 days, one rotation. So way to go. Look forward to continuing for the next 12 days and beyond. So I'd like to start today talking a little bit about the role of doubt and confidence in your practice. So I got a great question from one of the practitioners about the challenge sometimes of being able to both connect with the mantra during our practice, the Hamsa mantra, and also being able to visualize the lotus at the same time. So especially in the beginning of your practice, there can be a lot of things going on, a lot of different instructions, which can create a lot of doubt and uncertainty as you practice. Am I doing this right? Is this a lotus? Is this what I'm supposed to be seeing? So it's really important in the beginning of your practice to connect to things that help you build confidence that you're on the right track. One way I like to think about it, I'm a therapist. And when I first started in my building, I didn't have a sign on my door. So people would come to my office building, and there's a whole bunch of people in my office. So without a sign on the door, it was a little hard for them to know where I was. So they would give me a call and I'd have to guide them to my office. So eventually I woke up to the idea of, well, maybe I need to put a sign on my door. Then I put a sign on my door. So when people come into my office, they know exactly, all right, we're in the right place. So they have some confidence there. And then I found that the sign helped, but now people would just walk into my office. They didn't know if I was in session or not. So I'd be in the middle of sessions with people, and all of a sudden somebody would walk into my room, right? They got a little overconfident. So then I put up a sign on my door in session, which helped me have the confidence that I would have the privacy in my office, that people wouldn't just walk into my room. So as we go through our practice, we're going to get a lot of different signals and signs about how to adjust our practice to build confidence for ourselves. You want to be clear about what you're connecting to. Like, think about if you are going to your parents' house, right? You know it's your parents' house, so you knock on the door and you're going to be confident that your parents answer, right? If you knock on your parents' door and somebody else answers the door, you're going to be very confused. So it's the same with your practice. If you're putting all this time and energy into your practice, be clear what you're looking for. So when the energies answer you, you're like, this is it. I found it. So in the case of the Golden Lotus practice, what we're knocking on the door for is to experience the state of stillness and peace within ourselves. So as we continue these practices, if you're not finding that stillness and peace at any point in time, that can be a signal, well, maybe something's off here. And one of the benefits of working with a teacher is that's something that can build confidence. So you can just reach out like this person did with me, who was having some challenges with their practice, and ask. It's a very important thing in a practice. If you have any doubts, reach out for support. So feel free to enter questions into the chat, or respond on YouTube, or you can even email or call me. So I'm here to support your practice and help you build confidence. So on the note of, if you're confused in your practice, focus on the thing that's most clear for you. So for most people, it's the sound of the mantra. Most people can hear that sound. So if you're having any doubts in your practice, rest in the sound, sa and hum. Rest in your breath. That's something you're going to easily connect to. The visualizations can come along later. So don't get too caught up in that. If you're struggling with the visualization part, rest in the mantras and rest in the feeling of your breath moving in and out through your body. Rest in the sensation of your heart expanding and opening, which you can feel as you breathe in, your chest expands, literally. So you'll feel that. And as you breathe out, the chest goes inward. So you'll feel that too. So the physical sensations is another thing you can rest on if you're having doubts in your practice. So on that note, let's begin our practice today. So we're going to get comfortable on our mats. Begin to take a few deep breaths. Connecting to any places you're holding any tension, stress, resistance. Using your breath to connect to those places. And as you breathe out, try to relax and release that tension and stress. Let it go, breathe it out. And breathing in. Releasing and relaxing any tension and stress. And one last time. So now I invite you to bring your hands to your heart as we chant the sound of Om to open our practice. The sound of Om is the sound of creation. And the vibration of the sound actually helps you to still and relax and find peace. So I invite you to take a nice deep breath in, chanting Om. Om. Allowing your hands to rest in your lap. So begin to shift our awareness to the lotus of our heart, which lives at the point behind our sternum in the center of our spine, the Anhat chakra, the heart chakra. And if you're a visual person, you'll begin to see a golden lotus flower that lives in your heart center. If you're struggling with the visualizations, connect to your breath. As you breathe in, you're making the sound of Sa as the golden petals open in your heart, feeling the sensation of openness as you breathe in. And Hum as you breathe out. So you feel the sensation of closing in your chest as the lotus closes into a bud. Continuing to breathe in with Sa, lotus opening, and out with Hum as the lotus closes into a bud. Try to connect to the feeling of your practice. Let go of trying to figure it out. And feel what's going on, trusting that whatever's happening within you is exactly what needs to happen in this moment. Trusting your breath as you observe your breath naturally moving inward with the Sa breath, and naturally moving outward with the Hum breath, mentally chanted. Connecting with your breath, trusting your breath. Connecting with the confidence that your breath is going to be there for you as it moves naturally in and out through your being. Your breath is something that you can depend on and rest in to find stillness and peace within. And continuing to connect to the visualization, so I invite you to bring your awareness into the center of the golden flower of your heart. You can visualize yourself exactly as you are today, shrunk down to a miniature size, seated in the center of this flower. As you breathe in, the golden flower opens around you. As love, light, and healing pour in. And as you breathe out, the golden flower closes around you in a cocoon of golden light, surrounding you with peace, love, and healing like a gentle, loving hug. As we now transition into the Hamsa of the willful breath, I invite you to connect your breathing to the sound of me chanting the mantra. So we now breathe in with the sa sound. Sa, breathing in, holding, feeling the light, love, and healing pouring in. Hum, breathing outward, holding the breath. Feeling yourself surrounded by a cocoon of love, light, and healing. Feeling safe and protected. Breathing with sa. Sa, breathing in. Hold. Hum, breathing out. Holding the breath outward. And one last time, breathing in. Sa. Hum. And now allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm. Observing the breath as it moves in with sa, mentally chanted, and out with hum. You take one more breath, breathing in with sa, and breathing out with hum, grounding your breath. Taking a moment, connecting with the stillness and peace within. Open the doors of your awareness. And connect with the stillness and peace within. I invite you to now bring your hands to your heart as we chant the sound of Om to close our practice. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. And slowly beginning to open your eyes. Taking a few moments to integrate the energy into your body. If you need to move your body, stretch. And sitting for a bit, you can bring your legs out in front. Shake them a little bit. So I look forward to connecting with you all tomorrow morning at 7:30 as we continue our 30-day challenge. And I really invite you to use the supports available to you, both during this 30 days, but also beyond. I'm here as a resource to clear up any doubts in your practice and help build confidence in these really powerful practices that can bring peace and stillness into your life. So on that note, enjoy the rest of your day. Blessings to all, and I will see you all tomorrow morning.